coming right along. I'm trying not to say alright every time I start a video. It's a bad habit. I got my Wonder Effect shirts. If you don't know what the Wonder Effect is, it's the more you see, the more you realize there's more to see. So I've started, it's part of the inspiration of the van, part of the inspiration of travel. It's just this idea that as you're seeing stuff, you just get this addiction, and it's called the Wonder Effect. Anyway, I started putting in my paneling. Basically, I'm doing 3 rows. Well, not 3 rows. I'm doing a long, medium, and a short. And I've only got like a few studs to put it into. So I'm starting here. I'm running it from here, just measuring the length to here to the middle of this, just roughly. And then I'm trying to always use a straight edge here because the only thing I have to cut with is a jigsaw. This is just cheap, really thin. You can see how thin it is. Paneling, pine paneling, but this is what I had my heart set on, was just having a paneled roof, or ceiling. So that was what I've wanted to do. I started cutting out the light fixture here. I'll have to cut out the rest by hand because what happens is this is tongue and groove, so this should be able to hold it in. But my hope is that because I've already screwed this, and when I cut this out by hand, it'll be stable to put the light in, or stable enough, because I'm not putting any more screws in. I'm doing this row of screws. They're not perfect, but I like the screw look. I like how it looks. So that's kind of my choice of the screws. And I'll poly this, and it'll look really, really super nice. I'm leaving all my wiring out. Nothing going up in the ceiling. This stuff's really thick and hard to get into, so I'm just buttoning it, and I have a couple screws. I had to pre-drill these holes. You'll split the wood. If you don't. Really easy to split this wood, so you want to pre-drill. And how I've put this paneling is I didn't do all these at once. I would only do like this one. So like if I was putting this board in, I would slide the board in and drill 1 screw in. And to drill the screw in, I will put it in forward, go till I touch the metal and it starts moving the board down, reverse it, forward until it breaks through the metal. This is really thin, so it does it just in a couple goes, but you don't want to just shove it up in there and, sorry, that didn't sound right. You don't want to just like push really hard and go through the metal, because you'll split your board. So that's what we don't want to do. I'm trying to do the paneling. Oh, and I started putting this Reflectix in. I actually did the paneling before I've been sliding it in. You can see right here, I'm sliding the next one in. These panels are 2 feet wide, so this has been super handy. I took, this is 8 feet of Reflectix, folded it in half because it's about 4 feet. I slid it in, then I'm gluing it together as it's out. It just has been kind of easier to do that for me, and I've not had to really worry about stuff. So this is the last piece I'm going to put in. But other than that, the ceiling should be done today. I am going to put a vent right here, and so the vent, part of the problem is it's going to cut all these boards in half. There's going to be nothing for them to hold to. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and put the ceiling all the way in, because they'll have the tongue and groove to kind of hold themselves in, that when I cut it, and I'll probably tape them as I cut. So I'll do a video on that. That's going to be a very interesting thing, and hopefully I don't break my ceiling. That's kind of nerve-wracking right now because I'm doing a lot of work to put this in. It's going in pretty well. It was really cheap, at least from my point of view. It'll cost about what, a sheet of plywood. It'll cost like 2 sheets of plywood to do the paneling. So that to me is okay. Got my walls both done, as you can see. Not done, but you know, paneled up. It's quite insulated, quite quiet. And I'm using just a rubber mat that came in it to get it done. So that's the progress I've made. Sorry for the long rambling video, but I just wanted to kind of document what I've got going on, and hope you're having a good one, and I'll talk to you later.